What is up, everybody? Sysadmin Sean here, and it has been a long time since I've done a channel update, and I do apologize. But today, we're trying to get back into the swing of things, get that motivation going, and get back on track of learning all things sysadmin related and probably a lot more HPC related, considering a lot of the feedback I've got lately. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to cover an update and cover kind of what's coming up next in the channel. So, the first thing I want to get out is the update. It was really busy right before Christmas break for us. And then Christmas break happened and I didn't want to do anything because it's a break. And then we got back from Christmas break and I still didn't want to do anything. And basically that just translated to me not doing YouTube channel updates, which is a problem. And I do apologize for that. But it's not like I'm doing this for money. I mean, sure, I'd love to get paid, but overall, I'm kind of just doing this as a hobby to see what people like and kind of get that education out there. So that's the channel update. Job update wise, in case anyone was curious, we have fully migrated from VMware to Proxmox in our environment. We didn't have really any major issues other than what I've kind of pointed out before. Licensing servers are somewhat picky. Appliances can be kind of iffy, but the ones that we did migrate that worked really well and they didn't have any problem. Other ones were just very specific situations. But for the most part, everything migrated fine. So we're running on Proxmox nodes with Ceph cluster storage, no containers, no LXC. We're not doing anything fancy like that. It's just Windows and Linux servers for different miscellaneous services on campus, things of that nature. And that's been running great. Veeam backups have been working great. Veeam restores have been working great. We would like a little bit more functionality with Veeam backups, but I think it's coming. It's just an early release. We have not tried out Proxmox Data Center Manager yet because there really isn't a need for us to have that. We're not running multiple Proxmox clusters. We're barely running more than just a single cluster at this time. As we add more resources, we may look into that a bit more as it develops as a product, since it is just in an alpha stage right now. So we're not too worried about that. And that's kind of the real world update. We do have another massive project that's going to be starting probably end of next month, which will take up a ton of my time. I am in a support role for that project, so I'm not going to talk about it until it's done, and I hopefully can bring on the person that ran the project and get them to talk about it and describe kind of everything they went through to get it accomplished, because it is really cool what we're doing. So all that out of the way, I've noticed there's been quite an uptick in HPC videos on the channel, which I'm super excited to see. I do want to remind everybody that there is a first Open HPC guide and then an Open HPC live stream. I highly recommend you check out the HPC live stream because it utilizes Werewolf version 4, which is the new version that is in current development. And it's way better than version 3. So check that out. Watch that live stream. If you want, let me know in the comments below if you'd like a step-by-step series again, like I did for the other Open HPC environment, and we'll do that. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh yeah. Another series that I want to work on, basically after seeing certain information about Linux training, is this. I'm going to switch over. Bloop. This is the Linux Upskill Challenge. This is 21 days of basic Linux administration. This is really, really new stuff. I mean, you learn kind of how to access the system, get around in the system, learn about changing passwords, things like that. I'm going to do a video for each one of these. They're not going to be very long, so I'll probably do them all in one big long video and cut it up into little bits and then release them either weekly or daily, just so they all get out pretty quick. But I do highly recommend you check out the Linux Skill Up Challenge, and I'll put the links in those videos when they start to come out. And I do want to highlight, I did not make this, but I think it is a really good set of basic Linux skills that it doesn't hurt for anyone to learn how to do. Whether or not you use them all, that's fine. But the people that have developed these classes, and there's a subreddit related to it, all sorts of stuff like that, they're great people. Great information, super helpful. If you have homework questions, quote unquote, they post a weekly thread for, I think it's weekly they do these technically, or maybe it's a daily thread. They post which day they're on each day on the Reddit, and then you update with your information, what you found out, what kind of problems you ran into. There's a whole, the repositories there, tons of documentation, things like that, that are really, really cool. So I'll be doing that series, I think, because I think it'll be kind of fun, along with some more HPC stuff as I kind of delve into it. I'm working on a open on demand deployment, which will make a lot more sense to folks that are involved in HPC, but it's kind of like a web portal for access to HPC clusters, which might make new users a little bit more comfortable if they're not super comfortable in the terminal yet, and comes with a lot of other really cool stuff. But that's coming down the line. No, nothing big there yet. But that's about it. I thought I'd reach out. Again, sorry I haven't released any videos in a while. It's just been breakneck speed at work. And then when I get home, I don't want to even be near the computer. So I've been kind of staying away from it. That's about it for this one. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.